President Harold Wilken.
For you, buddy. Looks like one is that expensive. You know, most of you that know me know that I was the little snotty cousin from Illinois. Or as one elderly gentleman said last year at Lake Creek when I introduced myself to him and he remembered me from 40 years ago when I stayed down near, "Hey Mary, that's the fat kid that used to stay with Frank and Elsie in the summer."
Ever said that?
Some of you might recognize what I'm thinking about that. But anyway, you know, Dan was always kind of my role model back in those days. And of course he was athletic and I wasn't. You know, he would run 6 miles. I'd maybe make it down to the end of the lane. But anyway, so when it come time to figure out kind of, you know, what I wanted to do for a living, I had farming up where I live. I'm from Illinois. But you know, Dan had so many experiences. One of the things that he shared with me was that he thought about doing aerial painting when he was young. And one of the experiences, and I can still see the look on his mother's face when we talked about this, because I don't know if she knew about it before then. But, you know, he thought back in high school he'd try this out. So I do know there was at least twice that he tried to paint the Smith and Water Tower. But, well, somewhat, I've heard. But there may have been a few people in this room who might have actually been with him and also tried that. But over the years, you know, I've been coming down here to see Dan and Linda and my aunt and uncle, and in all seriousness, when I was raising my kids, I said to myself, I want my kids to be like his kids. And you've been very blessed. So,